Hey everybody, so here we go again for week 3 of my prep for the Grit Power Open 2019 in January. So first day of the week, Monday, October 28th, was in the middle of the string of night shifts here, and we were back to the safety squat bar. This is our last week of using the safety squat bar exclusively on boat squat days. So here I upped the weight by 3 pounds to 350 pounds. And that's not much of an increase from the week before, but being on night shifts, I'm happy with any kind of increase at all. So this was 3 sets of 5 at 350 pounds on the safety squat bar. And I've been using this, like I mentioned before, to get my elbows nice and healthy. Have had bad tendonitis issues with them for years, and they've been feeling really good. This seems to be working. So got the 3 sets of 5. Then we moved on to deadlifts. Now this was one of the hardest deadlift sessions I've had in some time. We did 15 singles with relatively short rest breaks on the Ohio Power Bar, which is a pretty stiff bar, at 455 pounds. So that was tough. I'm showing you guys the last 3 singles here, I believe. I was pretty happy to get all this work in. But we're going to take a little step back. Next week, I'm going to have a little bit of a deadlift deload, and then after that, we're going to jump the weight back because I want to do these with relatively short breaks, and I don't want to push too hard. I got excited through the belt there, so that was hard work. Yeah, I don't want to push too hard, too far out. So then we're back in the garage on Halloween, Wednesday, October 31st. Now, I'm still nursing that sore pec. It's getting a lot better, but I don't want to take any chances. I want to be smart for once in my life and get back to making progress on the bench really soon. So all we did was a whole bunch of repetitions with the empty bar just to get a lot of blood in there. Had a pretty good upper body session afterwards with some upper back and tricep work, but just some reps with the empty bar. And I've been doing that pretty much every day, not with the bar, but just using some 5-pound dumbbells and doing a lot of reps, and then some band stretching. The idea to get a lot of blood in that sore pec, and it seems to be working. It's feeling pretty good, and I think we're going to be rolling here again soon. So then on Friday, November 2nd, we got back downtown Fort McMurray to Crude Strength and Performance for our second squat and deadlift session of the week. It's our lighter, higher rep one. So I did 3 sets of 10 here on the safety squat bar again with 292 pounds because this particular safety squat bar, I believe it weighs 52 pounds. Could be wrong, but I think that's what it is, and that's what I'm counting for. And then for the 4th and final set of 10, I don't know why I got a little fired up, but threw a little extra weight in there, and we did a set of 10 at 302 pounds. So I was pretty happy to get that much volume in with that much weight, especially with the safety squat bar, because it really wants to throw me forward. I always kind of had a tendency with pitching forward in the squat, so I've been really working on some mobility things, getting my abs stronger and my low back stronger, and this safety squat bar really makes it a lot worse. So I think when I get back to the straight bar, I should be a bit stronger staying upright, because this just wants to make my upper back and chest cave. So I was pretty happy with that, yeah. And another thing I've been working on forever is my knees coming together. I've got valgus knees, always had. And when the weight starts getting hard and starts getting tough, they still come together. But I was going back over videos from years ago, and it's gotten a lot better, and I'm going to keep working on it. And sometime soon, I'm going to do up a nice video for you guys to show you all the little stretching and exercise and then mobility things I've been doing to improve that, because basically I'm not very athletic. I'm pretty much as tight as a board and got a lot of bad movement patterns and habits. So I just been for a very long time taking steps to improve my ankle mobility, fix my valgus knees, fix my pelvic tilt, all that stuff. And it's still not pretty, but it's a lot better, and we'll be going over that in a future video. So then we moved on to our easier deadlifts of the week. This is deficit deadlifts. So now on Mondays, I push so hard on the deads and work really hard. And so I want to come back in on Friday. And my little rule I got here is try to keep the deadlifts to nothing more than like an RPE of 7 or 7.5. So we also use straps on this day to, again, help my elbows. And with all the deadlift volume I've been doing on the Ohio bar, my hands are just getting tore up bad. So that helps as well. So we did a 2-inch deficit dead, and we did 2 sets of 6 repetitions with 385 pounds. And this was on the Texas Power Bar. It's not so stiff as any of the IPF competition bars, but it's still pretty stiff, so it was okay. And if I use this bar on Mondays, my harder deadlift day, I'll probably like throw on an extra 5 to 10 pounds just to compensate for it being not as stiff, because I want to make things as hard as they're going to be in meet conditions. So then we did some reverse hypers and some abs after the squats and deads, and finished this session with some carries. Not real heavy here. I think I was like 180 pounds or something like that, 170 pounds, whatever. But I just tried to get some conditioning in, and carries also really help with my elbow issue. When I do carries twice a week, my elbows feel a lot better. So, and I wasn't moving that fast, so I sped that video up a bit for you. So then back in the garage on Saturday, November 3rd. This was like a real early morning session. Been all over the place this week, but anyway, finally got some weight back in the pec. Very happy. So just did 4 sets of 6 with 225 pounds. That's not a lot of weight. It was pretty light, but pretty ecstatic that I was just able to actually put some weight on the bar without my pec really hurting. And each set actually got a little better. And by the end of the session, it felt great. So, and one of the reasons my pec got hurt in the first place was like I was just doing stupid touch and go benching, probably bouncing the bar off my chest. And that's not going to help you in a meet. You got to have some good pauses. So going forward, we're going to pause our bench, maybe even try to pause a little longer than what would be expected in a meet, so we don't have any problems there. And then we followed up this benching with some more upper back work. I like to do a lot of upper back work on my bench days. Keeps my shoulders nice and healthy and stuff. And then we did a little arm, bicep, tricep superset, and that was the week. Thanks for watching, guys. Train with bad intentions.